was an excellent service, Father.
Thank you very much for coming. Thank you.
Yes, of course.
I particularly liked your to John. That was a very impressive connection.
Yes,
Father?
to be honest with you, I came up with that one on the fly, but it was good to see you again. Thank you for coming.
Father.
Thank you, Father. Thank you. It was an excellent service.
Well, I do what I can.
Dad!
Son?
Gentlemen. Son,
Do you have time?
I haven't seen you in so long. Let's sit down. It's been a while.
I know. I've been away.
No one heard from you. I talked to Anna. She was worried.
Oh, God. Listen, I came to talk about Mom.
I heard.
Oh, I thought the family hadn't told you.
They didn't. It was William. He thought I should know they were moving out of town. That was a while ago, yes?
I guess.
So why are you here telling me now?
Well,
What?
we just haven't talked in so long since...
Graduation. I didn't hear from you after that, and I haven't heard from you since. Now, I wanted to respect that you had your own life, your own path, but...
Can we talk how we used to?
Yes, of course.
Is here okay?
Should be. There's no one here for a while, I think. We have that event in a bit, but we're fine. Here, lie down. Close your eyes. What do you see?
Blue sky. The sun. It's June.
After graduation?
Yeah. Mom had just moved in with Will, and I only saw her once or twice that summer. I was uncomfortable there. But it was beautiful. The lake view in the summer, I mean, you know how beautiful it is. I'd catch myself staring at that view whenever I was there. And then I'd see Mom staring as well. She was like this lonely person in paradise. It always seems so isolating. There's this wide open utopia sprawling. I mean, that's the view of paradise I dreamed of as a kid, I think. The ones I read in books. But when it was there in front of me, its sheen faded. I saw what the isolation did to Mom. So I think after that, I began to avoid it. Hey, do you remember Jeff?
No. Who's that?
My roommate, sophomore year. He let me stay with him around then. It was around that time I started to have these dreams, unlike any I'd had before. They started as just images, moments, fragments of something larger, it felt like. As the nights went on, the weeks went by, they expanded in complexity.
Describe them.
Eerie. Lifelike. Like a transportation to this... I don't know. It's hard to...
It's okay.
It put me quite on edge, and I couldn't go back to Mom's. Well, it wasn't Mom's. I think Will made it clear that wasn't my place. But each night, the dreams returned. These expansive moments, now like weeks of living, almost. And I didn't feel well. So Jeff and I took a trip to his future house. He was building it and just staying in the city for this summer. That's really where I've been most of this time. I just stayed. 2 months? Jeez. I got off the ferry in a fever, or a daze, or something. We reached the house, and he offered to let me stay as long as I liked. That first night, I slept 14 hours around that. And each night, the dreams were there. Days would pass.
In the dream?
No, in real life. Real hours, days went by, I think. It was hard to tell.
Go on.
Well, it progressed. I'd fall into the dream more and more. I'd wake up somewhere new, maybe the living room, the garage, or outside by the water.
The water, was he by the lake?
No, further inland. A river. One day I was with Jeff on a day off of his, perhaps, and he told me about it. It was called the Quidecoe River. He'd taken many trips down it as a kid and always wanted a house by its shore. It was then that I got the idea.
What idea?
I wanted to take a trip myself. The Quidecoe was, as he described it, a long loop, like an oval, dumping you right back out near where you'd started. And it happened he had a spare canoe. He said, if I ever want, I could use it. And when one day I felt awake enough to pack a bag, leave a note, and I set off.
Do you remember the trip? How long was it?
I don't know. It was only supposed to be days.
Son?
But the river opened up and twisted. And I don't know why I took the trip. Do you remember when we went on trips when I was younger? I remember those so distantly now. As I drifted down, though, I felt like I was drifting past myself for weeks, still in these dreams.
Son, what is it?
How long was I asleep?
You weren't. Well, I think you were falling asleep. You mumbled a bit for a few seconds, but you caught yourself.
Seconds?
What did you see?
I was back at the Quidecoe. It all just felt like it happened again, all of it.
Describe it.
It's fading now. Why is it so hard to remember a dream? It was seconds ago. I remember as I floated, I'd cling to these memories of, well, times with you and Mom. Tuesday nights, at chorus practice with you, just singing, going for sandwiches or pizza afterwards, and just staring out at the nighttime, not thinking of anything.
Those are some of my favorite memories too, just watching you in the chorus. Ever since you were little, you loved to sing. You did. Even when you were that little, I could see that. Do you remember Every Valley Needs a Lily?
No.
Well, anyway, one of your mother's favorites. Not that she cared to come to church too often, but she loves that one. Close your eyes again. Where are you now?
The riverside, washed up by Jeff's house. It looked different. He wasn't home, so I left the canoe on the shore, took the ferry. I felt awake for the first time in so long. When I'd reached the city, though, it felt off.
Did you go see your mother yesterday?
No. I wasn't, well, I was ashamed in being gone so long. I wasn't ready to see do that. I did run into Emilio.
Really?
Yeah, the chances. He was good. We caught up for a bit. He's such an adult now. He got an internship.
Stop. Open your eyes. Is there something you're not telling me?
What?
You feel like you're holding back. When you were young, you would do that.
Do what?
That little stutter of yours. It's not around anymore, but when you're uncomfortable, it comes back. Just a little bit. You had it as a kid. It helped with knowing when you were lying. Why are you here, son? You've come all this way, and you're here with me. What did you want to say?
I don't know. It's not
There's
like
something else you want here.
Well,
was it clarity?
No,
Direction? Because I can only offer so much.
No, I wanted
Was
to.
it forgiveness? For being gone so long?
No.
Because you don't need that from me.
No.
If there's anyone to talk to you about where you've been, it's your mother. She deserves to know.
Yeah, well,
where
I
you've
can't
been.
do that, Dad. She's dead.
What? What?
Emilio told me. When I ran into him, he told me. Happened a week or two ago. They didn't want to tell you. Not a single one. The service is this afternoon. Emilio bought me a bus ticket. It leaves soon. But you deserve to know.
Sorry, I didn't mean to push you.
I should have just told you. Come with me, right now, please.
I need to respect the wishes of her family. They obviously don't want me to.
You deserve to be there. You loved her as much as they did. We were your only family.
I can't control how they'll be. You know how they overreact.
I don't know why you've always submitted to this dynamic. You've taken the brunt of everything. She left you, and she had everyone to support her, and you just ran off to here, and I've barely seen you since. And I was too young to have a say against it. I just want to understand, Dad. I want to understand why it feels like none of it matters. Where I've been this whole time, the dreams, why she's gone, why you never stayed in touch.
Well, I found my solace here. I wish I could show you the path to find yours, but I am here now, and we can talk, always.
I miss her.
Me too.
How did we start doing this? Me closing my eyes and all. You did it with me so much as a kid.
I did that with a lot of people, more now with my parishioners. I find it focuses the mind. Memory is such a blurry, fading thing. I have to go now. We have an event we're hosting for the am I going to see you again?
I don't know. This city, everything here, feels so empty now. But I want you to know I'll find a path.
I know.
Every valley needs a lily, every garden needs a rose, every canyon needs a river to help it bend and grow. Every window needs a candle, every winter needs some snow. Every valley needs a lily, every garden needs a rose. We must learn from joy and sorrow. Life will teach us what she knows. Every valley needs a lily, every garden needs a rose. Every valley needs a lily, every garden needs a rose.